Okay, greeting teachers. So we will be talking about the ethical dilemma, and it's about the Tesla full self-driving beta. So Tesla faces critical decision about releasing its full self-driving beta update despite knowing issues regarding safetyness, fairness, and transparency. So before diving into the ethical dilemma, let's dive into the info about Tesla. So Tesla is about minimizing their environmental footprint. So four important points to know about Tesla is that they always talk about their mining equation, which they talk about how their source of raw material is much less than actually using fossil fuel. And their water waste is 90% less than actual regular vehicles industry. And then they talk about the EV efficiency, and they talk about how their battery lasts for much longer than a regular vehicle. Okay, so Tesla mission and vision. Tesla vision is creating the most compelling car company of the 21st century, and their mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. And their business model is full self-driving system is crucial for positioning as a tech leader. So Tesla core values: 4, move fast, rapid pace in product development and decision making, do the impossible, pushing the boundaries, achieving groundbreaking solutions, constantly innovate, continuous improvement and technological advancement, and think like owners, long-term perspective and responsibility. So the controversies, the dilemma in the ethical, there's 4 points. The most important point is the bias training data. So their AI models perform inconsistently across different demographics and environment. And unreported incidents, near-miss incidents during testing, not disclosed to regulatory bodies, and then whistleblower claims that there's internal pressure to proceed despite unresolved safetyness and fairness issue. And lastly, the legal consequences. Controversies lead to numerical lawsuits against Tesla. And for the point of view as a business man that works for Tesla, let's say if we release now, we would have market expectation, maintain competitive edge, risk safetyness incidents, potential reputational damage, legal liability exposure. If we delay the release, we disappoint stakeholders, short-term market impact, ensure product safety, preserve long-term trust, and align with the ethical issues. So we need balancing for the innovation. So there's 4 important points. The innovation pushing the technological boundaries, but we also need safetyness, which ensuring product liability, and then we need success, achieving sustainable growth, and lastly, also important, we need trust, which builds stakeholders' confidence.
So moving on to the identification of ethical issue. So as we know that Tesla is planning to release a major update to the full self-driving beta system, which is a whole step forward in the autonomous driving technology. However, the internal findings reveal that there is a significant safety and fairness concern that could put the user at risk. This situation creates a complex ethical dilemma between the technology advancement and public well-being. Should Tesla release the update now to maintain their image as the tech leader, but potentially put the user safety at risk, or should it delay the release to address the problems surrounding the AI bias, but the risk of falling behind the competition? So here are some of the key facts that driving the dilemma. The FSD model has shown some of the AI bias and performing inconsistent across demographics and environment. This creates a risk of unfair treatment and safety issue. More than that, there is also a lack of testing transparency. There are several near-miss accidents that happened during the internal testing that has not been disclosed to the regulators. By withholding such of the information it's not only unethical but also violate the transparency standard and damage the public's trust in both the company and technology. Lastly, there is a whistleblower from Tesla AI attack team that claimed that the senior management is pressured them to release the update despite the unresolved issue. So this suggests that the organizational issue that prioritize the innovation over safety. Tesla could face serious risks if they continue to move forward. Legally, by withholding the safety incident could result in the regulator violation and potential lawsuit over the AI bias and neglect. So solely, Tesla will also face the public backlash if there is a flaw in the system after the release that could harm certain users more than the other group. And this also created the increased distrust in AI and autonomous technologies. Reputationally, Tesla also damaged their image as a responsible and innovation tech leaders could be result in the loss of public trust and investor confidence.
So moving on to the applying ethical frameworks. So Tesla right now have faced an ethical problem about the releasing of the FSD's beta update. So the two important ethical framework we're gonna use to applying in the Tesla ethical problem is the utilitarianism and Cartesianism to help analyze the issues that Tesla need to balance the goal for innovation and also with the serious safety and the fairness concern. Thanks. So by applying the utilitarianisms to maximizing the overall well-being, by releasing the update, faster FSDs could save life and reduce injuries. It could also improve the transport and create the job. AI and self-driving techs are seen as good for the society. There a lot of people need the self-driving cars, but in the internal report show that AI biases and hidden near misses. This flaw could cause accidents and hurt public trust, as the FSD released too early and the short-term gain might be the overweight the long-term harms. Delaying the results of Teslas could help the Tesla to update the AI bias, improving safety and build trust for public. It protects a larger group by making sure that the system is fair and reliable. Some customers may be disappointed, and also some competitors might gain an advantage by Tesla delaying the release. From the utilitarian view, delaying the FSDs bring more long-term happiness and less harm. The point of view of utilitarianism is that utilitarianism means with the size and change of good and bad outcome of the SSDs, and even if it affects fewer people at first, it will have a better long-term effects. The long-term happiness is higher if the Tesla fix the problem before full release, even if it delay benefits.
Up next, we will look at Kantianism in order to analyze the situation. By releasing the update earlier, Tesla neglect user problem, instead prioritize their goal of being in market dominance. The AI bias could put unfair disadvantage to some people with a considerable risk. Also, by releasing the update with hidden data, they take away the ability for user to make transparent decision making. This key point doesn't match with Kantian rule about honesty, respect, and protecting people autonomy. by delaying the release, they show respect and provide trust for their user to protect them and create a truthfulness and accountability inside the company, which improves Tesla image to their user and also attracting potential new customer. In the Kantianist way, it says that moral retribution depends on the alignment with their duty over potential benefit. These duty include ensure safety and transparency, act with dignity and respect, full treatment to everyone. And with that context, we can assume that in Kantianism, duty is more prioritized than potential benefits. Therefore, Tesla should prevent harm rather than focus on their goal of market dominance.
Solution in response to the ethical dilemma surrounding Tesla full driving system beta update. Our team have identified 3 potential causes. Each option addresses the concern related to algorithm bias, risk, lack of transparency in safety testing, and whistleblower claim. These solutions were analyzed through ethical and strategic lenses aligning with Tesla's core mission and sustainable innovation and safety. First, it proceeds with the release and include disclaimer with continuous monitoring. Acknowledge the imperfection of current system have promote user awareness and strengthen feedback loop, leading to continuous improvement. Benefit: the strategy have maintained the product development timeline and market competitiveness in autonomous vehicle market. Transparency is promoted without impacting technological progress or innovation. Drawback: at the same time, such an approach may be perceived as an attempt to deflect responsibility. There is also potential for legal and ethical consequences, particularly if incident disproportionately impact marginalized groups due to algorithm basis. And lastly is alignment with Tesla mission. This approach moderately aligns with Tesla mission of innovation and progress. However, ethical integrity may be compromised if real-world harm were to occur. Balancing innovation with accountability remains a critical challenge.
Moving on to the next solution, which is to postpone the release and conduct independent ethical auditing. So this option propose delaying the public release of the FSD data update while commissioning an independent ethical ethic conducted by a third-party AI safety board or an academic research institution with expert in machine learning, transparency, and safety. So this solution align with the mission, the Tesla mission, which is to support innovation with responsibility and human-centered AI ethic. Tesla mission, following the ethical consideration, it's an outside review that can help catch and fix the bias. So for example, in 2020, Google also pushed the launch of the facial recognition feature after highlighted the arousal bias. So with this action, Google have rebuilt user trust and credibility. So with this solution, Tesla can get benefits such as build public trust and transparency, show AI ethical leadership, reduce legal reputation risk, and boost stakeholder confidence. But at the same time, it comes with 2 drawbacks, which might delay innovation and market competitiveness, while at the same time may trigger short-term investor concern as well. The third solution is to release a limit trial version to select market with full disclosure. So for this option, involve a controlled release of FSD beta in certain region or the specific group, along with full transparency and data collection for analysis. This aligns with Tesla's mission, which is to promote responsible innovation and continuous improvement through ethical rollout strategy. It also limits the risk while allowing the real-world testing. It's similar to how Moderna rolled out its COVID-19 vaccine in phases to ensure safety. So with this solution, it comes with benefits, which are balancing innovation with user safety, generate real-world data to reduce performance bias, and strengthen regulatory collaboration and public trust. It comes with the drawback as well, which are slower revenue growth and complex logistics in selecting appropriate trial market.
Let's move on to the recommendation. We separate it into 4 key action plan, which is the first one is independent ethical audit. Partner with a neutral third party, for example, like AI institution, center or safety focused nonprofit to conduct a comprehensive review, ensuring the audit include incident disclosure review and basic prevention plan, public a transparent summary of finding and action plan. For the second point is stakeholder communication, inform user, investor, and regulator of the delay, emphasizing Tesla dedication to safety and ethics. Reassure stakeholder that the decision strengthen Tesla long-term value and align it with its mission and sustainable and responsible innovation. For the third key is release benchmark, defines specific criteria for safe deployment, including demonstrate reduction and algorithm-based and completion and public disclosure of safety test result, regulator review, complaint with safety standard. For the last point is internal ethical oversight, create or reinforce an internal ethic board empowered to release with unresolved safety and fairness risks, encourage a culture of transparency and protect whistleblowers who raise concern. So, in conclusion, Tesla full self-driving beta poses serious concern about safety, transparency, and public trust. Releasing it now risks the company integrity and long-term reputation. By delaying the launch and conducting an independent ethical audit, Tesla can reaffirm its commitment to responsible AI and set it a new standard for ethical tech. So this is all for our presentation. So thank you.